Hi, my name's Jamie Bellinge. I'm doing my PhD with the University of Western Australia and Royal Perth Hospital, particularly I'm working in the cardiology research department. Now, in the cardiology research department, we're working on a lot of fantastic trials. A lot of the work that I'm particularly involved in is trying to identify and prevent heart attacks. We know that heart attacks are a massive cause of death in the Western world, and really trying to prevent heart attacks is a lot easier than treating the heart attacks, and this works for a number of diseases as well. So one of the studies that we're particularly working on is looking at trying to stop calcium buildup in the blood vessels. The more calcium someone has, the more at risk they are of suffering a heart attack, and we believe that if we can stop calcium building up in the blood vessels, then we can reduce that risk. Now, I've been working on this project for about a year now, and it's supervised by the Professor Schultz, who is a professor at the cardiology department, and also Associate Professor Rosalind Francis, who works at the Sir Charles Gardner Nuclear Medicine Department. And one of the really cool tools we're looking at is a PET tool. It's called PET. It's an imaging tool that looks at how fast the calcium is growing and allows us to see if we can knock off that calcium growth in the blood vessels very early. And we think if we can knock off that calcium growth, then we can reduce the risk of heart attacks further down the line. So this is the PET scanner that we're using to see if we can detect that calcium growth, that activity, and that's going to help us try and predict who's at increased risk of having a heart attack, and then seeing if we can stop it early. So this is a normal CAT scan here on the left-hand side, and you can see the blood vessel is this area here, which I've got my bullseye focused on. And then on the right-hand side, you can see we've got the PET scan overlapping the CAT scan. You can see this area of white and red. That hot area is where this person is having lots of calcium activity in the blood vessels. And so we hope to use this PET scan to be able to identify those who are at increased risk of heart attacks and strokes. I've had a bit of research experience in the past. Some of my work was involved in the use of blood thinners around rural and remote Western Australia. And again, the same kind of concepts are there. We know that blood thinners can help prevent strokes. And this is really a lot of the work that I'm working on. And what I want to do in the future is work mainly on the prevention of heart attacks and strokes. Really cardiovascular diseases or diseases that can be prevented. We should really be identifying those who are at risk and preventing them as early as possible. And that's what I like to do.